Yo, Oklahoma here. I know some of y'all are still browsing for a main for Dragonflight, and I'd like to throw another iron in the fire and take you for a spin on the Resto Druid. The World of Warcraft Resto Druid is an experience like none other. It stands alone and without peer as one of the greatest Druid gaming experiences in all of video games. It is thematic. It is fun. There's a lot of solidarity amongst the Druid community. The people that play the class and fall in love with this class fall hard. I'm just going to warn you now. If you're first starting out as a healer and you really haven't done a lot of healing, and you're also just starting out on a Druid and you haven't had a lot of experiences with how to interact with all the forms and abilities, it can be very overwhelming. So I wanted to put together a little guide for those of you who are thinking about trying it or have considered it but never have just pulled the trigger. Okay, I got you, fam. All right, first things first, let's cover the forms. Bear form. This is your defensive one. If you're getting thumped, this is what you got to be in. One of the things you want to really be aware of right here is frenzied regen. It's a big cooldown that you only can access. See, requires bear form. This is a big 130 your health heal. If you're getting thumped in bear form and your health's getting low, you hit this. And you also receive 20% more healing. So if you're hotted up and you've already got other heals or other people are healing you, this will help. One of the key things to try to get good at is being in bear form when you're taking damage or you're about to get bursted. Ideally, you can use your other forms to kite away and get away from it, but there are just going to be times when you're going to be getting hit, and this is the form you need to be in. Number 2, cap form. This is your DPS form. This is your stealth form. Resto Druids get access to stealth, which is so fucking sweet and makes it so much fun. And I'll show you some of the mayhem you can cause in random battlegrounds and just a whole bunch of content as a little kitty here. You don't get really any benefit from being in this form other than, of course, you look amazing. It's one of my favorite forms. I wish they'd add a whole bunch of different colored trees and stuff, but I'm sure they will at some point. But I just love this form. It's so much fun to run around in. A little heads up though, I will tell you, this something about this form gets the hordes really fired up. You hop into this thing, it's like a global taunt in a battleground. They start coming at you like a bunch of fucking Oregon lumberjacks. And one of the things that I just cannot express enough is the miracle that is Druid flight form. If you have not hopped on your Druid and just flown around the World of Warcraft and just transitioned seamlessly from the water to the air to the land and just run around and just it is so unique and fun. Okay, I don't want to overwhelm you, but we'll just go through the basic healing rotations and stuff real quick. I won't cover a lot of the utility like Cyclone, Vortex, stuff like that. I'll show you that in the battlegrounds. That stuff's pretty self-explanatory. But the Resto Druid healing is basically based on heals over time, coupled with a few emergency heals and abilities in there. So the idea is this. Mostly you want to be putting what are called hots on people or heals over time. So your first one here, this is the one you want to be real liberal with, Rejuve. Now I'm running a talent that allows you to put 2 of these up on the same target. So I like to spam a lot of Rejuves. That's a lot of healing going out. Your next heal here is another hot, Life Bloom. Okay, but you could only have one of those out. But it has some interesting interactions. First is that one. It gives you clear casting procs or has a chance to grant you clear casting procs, which make your next heal here, Regrowth. We'll get into that in a second. It makes it free, a free cast of that, which is great. Regrowth, the next ability, is both a casted heal, which gives you some healing, plus it also leaves a hot. So when you fully hot someone up as a Resto Druid, you've really got a lot of healing rolling on them. Okay. And that's what people are talking about when they say someone's hotted up. Now, what's cool is you also get some of these utility abilities, healing abilities. So you can see that that was a lot of healing, but it also took a long time to get those abilities up and rolling. So abilities like Overgrowth, which you get every minute, allow you to throw all those hots on at once. You have to add in the extra rejuvenation, but all the main healing abilities and hots at once on a target every 60 seconds. So if you find someone low and you don't have 4 global cooldowns to get all that rolling, then that's a great way to get someone up immediately. Another heal over time effect that you have comes in this talent Cenarian Ward. It comes in the way of a ward. You put this up, and if people hit you, it basically applies a very strong heal over time, yet another hot to you. So if you're all hotted up, plus someone hits you with that, it adds another one, and so it really almost becomes impossible to bring someone down unless you have a lot of help and you can just completely overcome the healing. Um, One other heal that's kind of cooldown based is this right here is Swiftman, and this is kind of how you recover if someone's getting down and you need to bring them up and the hots just aren't cutting it. Every 15 seconds, you get the ability to consume one of your hots, and you basically trade it in for a heal and another hot. So, for example, I'll put Rejuve up on myself, right? And then if I hit Swiftman, I get a heal plus a hot on top of it. Now, that's supposed to consume my rejuvenation. However, because I'm spec to Verdant Infusion, Swiftman no longer consumes a heal. Okay, and it instead extends the healing over time effects of something. So I stack all my hots on something, and then I Swiftmend. You see how all the time on all of those goes way up. So you can really keep someone up for a long time that way. And what's really fun about heals over time is that if these are working and they're sustaining someone and they don't need any more healing, it frees you up to hop into other forms and get a little ornery, right? Which is the best part about being a druid, is that you're not just stuck in the back filling up bars. You can actually get in there and get yourself killed by a DH too. Typically what I do, but we'll get into that. So that's all kind of your direct healing. The AoE healing comes in the form of 2 abilities. Here you've got Wild Growth, which applies to 5 targets, and it puts out, again, a hot on you, right? And then you have this ground area effect, efflorescence, where anyone standing in this takes heals. And this is a really great combination. You can do a lot of AoE healing with this, of course. And of course, you want to be throwing out your rejuves on top of people too, so they're getting all this healing in here. What else can we cover real quick? You have this ability, Iron Bark. It's a minute and a half cooldown, 20% increase in healing and 20% damage reduction. Can be a nice ability to put out a DPS that leaps into a crowd. This Swiftman ability, did we cover this? 60-second cooldown turns your next regrowth into basically a lay on hands. Okay, I'll die on this hill. Druids have had lay on of hands for a long time. Increases your regrowth by 135% and makes it insta cast. So if you find one of your buddies low and you need to get them up real quick, pop that nature swiftness. If that's not up, you've got overgrowth. We can throw all your hots on them instantly. If that's not up, you've got Cenarian Ward. There's just lots of ways to help get your hots on, get your hots up quickly, and increase their healing on the target. Oh, that BG pop. So on talents, real quick before I pull them up, I just want to give you a resource that I love and that has been very helpful to me. If you're starting out, whether you're new at PvP or kind of old at PvP, this is just a great resource that's going to help really expedite information gathering. Because if you're new to a spec, especially for me, I'm rather new to Druid, right? So at one point I was so new, I really didn't even understand it, and I would not have even understood where to begin with the talent tree because I didn't even understand the abilities, right? So having some sort of framework, and I know Blizzard gives you one, and you can start there if you prefer, but um, having one or being able to see what the top players are running and being able to put that immediately on your bars so that even if you don't fully understand it, you can begin to is a great way to do that. Um, so let me show you this website. It's called Murloc.io, and basically it's got all the classes and specs here. So in this case, we're going Resto Druid, right? And here, depending on what content you want, you can pick the game mode. Here's your arenas. Here's your rated battlegrounds. But, you know, these specs would probably be good for randoms too, right? Or at least get you started. Here's your Mythic Plusies right here. So you can click on Mythic Plus. There's the top druids. There's the top 10 druids in the world or whatever it's rating. And, you know, you can get their specs. So let's see. We'll go Resto here, right? Now, I am going to be doing just random battlegrounds, but I want to learn the 3v3 arena spec, the toolkit, how it all works together. So I'm going to go ahead and just grab that one. So we'll grab Gilly here over on Old Tyke. What rating were they at? 3126, like the fucking mother tree here. Congratulations, Gilly. An absolute baller. Wow. 3126. That's incredible. Wow. But so yeah, definitely don't listen to fucking me at all. Listen to the 3126 Druid here, right? Copy their spec and learn what they're doing. Now remember, this ability here, early spring, is really great in group. I mean, first off, it's just great in general because it makes wild growth instant, which is just huge. Having another instacast AoE group heal is just great. Um, but especially in battlegrounds when you run this early spring, because if I hit enough people, watch, see, I'll get this full bloom effect. And then the next time I hit this, everybody it heals will not only get the wild growth, but they'll also get a life bloom. And remember, that's the kind of picky one that you can usually only have up. See, they got both the wild growth and the life bloom, so that's great. Here we go. This is literally my first battleground with the new class, so I have no fucking clue what they do. I'm going to go ahead and get in stealth here. This is one of my favorite things. Let's just let the battle play out. We can cleanse that. Instant heal. Oh, oh my god. They got absolutely blasted. Oh my gosh. So our team is getting thrashed here. See, this is the fun part about the Druid, is you need to come in and make a play. We're coming in like seals here. Oh no! Ugh, little battlefield Gilneas. We've got a Demon Hunter and a Lock. That's usually a good sign. We've got a lot of Evokers, though. That's usually a bad sign. Not that they're bad, they're just not geared yet. So, we'll see. Both teams tend to have them. Here they come. Keep the DH up. If I can give you any advice at all, let's keep the DH up. Brutal. We're getting farmed. But it is what it is. We're here now. I'm sure Dragonflight will be better, but this pre-patch basically been a fucking disaster, balance-wise. This is brutal. These poor guys, dude, they're not even getting to... Look at this guy with like 60k. He's getting one shot. Look at all the people leaving. They're like, fuck this. Oh, Blizz, never change. I got you, fam! I got you, fam! Cenarian Wood! Here we go. Look at that. All that damage. I'm not taking that. That's what that Trank's for, baby. Ugh. They got me. Didn't talk about Resto Druid utility, so before we start this Warsong Gulch up, let's talk about a few things here. Entangling Roots. This is a spammable CC where you basically root someone. Doesn't last very long. There is a PvP talent called Deep Roots, I believe. Yeah, right here. That makes it last longer. That can be a really fun talent to run, especially here where you're going to do a lot of rooting. The next ability you'll have right here, Ursol's Vortex. You put it on the ground and it pulls everything inside of it. If they try to jump out, the first time it'll pull them back in. Once they get out, it slows them. It's really great, again, on this map for the tunnels. It can really keep a group of hordes off your flag carrier. It's just a great CC ability. Then, of course, Cyclone. You spam this on enemy healers or anything, and you can really cripple the other team. You got to be careful going in to get Cyclones, because that's you can get caught and blown up. Now, here's one thing, right? So, Barkskin. See how he caught me in camp form there? So, I needed to get a damage reduction because he had stunned me. Barkskin is usable while stunned. Oh, there's just times you're going to get blown up like that. Haha. Got you, Treevy. See that tranquility, alright? Just for not playing the objective. Yeah, that's creepy as fuck. Here we go, family. Now, the dream, the Resto dream right here, the healer that can stealth. And the beauty in that is you see all these guys coming out, they don't see me yet. But I'm going to promise you the second they do. Now, my man went in deep there. That was kind of crazy. Yeah, you can't do that. That's terrible play. You do that, that's what you're going to get. Got to pop a defensive. Okay. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Oh, God. So, gonna go, oh, rogue awning. That's fine. See, and that's what's kind of fun about HOTS is we're just gonna go ahead and keep him right there, Mr. Rogue. Jump behind him and watch. Stun. Isn't that fun? See? Keeping my guy up. Just keep him rolling. Keep the HOTS up. Stay back here. Here comes an entangling roots. Slowed. Got our guy up here. He's good. Gonna go ahead. See if I can heal up here. I got it. I got it. I think we're good. See, that's what the Trank's for. When it gets overwhelming, God. I'm dead, I'm dead. That's where it gets you. See, you pop out to heal your boy. You better be aware. I mean, they're just not even lasting. It is just crazy. Look at that. I mean, I can't even. Swiftmend. I mean, everything. Nothing. I'm trying to put together a game here where I can show you guys some of the fun of Resto Druid. But I'm honestly just getting clapped every BG. And either we're completely crushing the other team to the point that they can barely get out of the graveyard, or we're the team that can barely get out of the graveyard. Okay, there. Do you see that? I put down that Ursol's Vortex. He was chasing me. That's how you get him off of you, when that's up anyway. Alright, well, this will be a bad one. So you can see playing a Resto Druid is a ton of fun in the pre-patch. Little battle for Gilneas. Head to the waterworks, as we do. Got a lot of dragons in here, but they do too. Welcome all our new dragons. Nothing says welcome back to WoW like getting completely fucking shit on an unbalanced PvP. Am I right? Okay, so big team fight coming up here. They're coming in hot. We're coming in hot. It's great. I would just really advise you to get it going. I'm just going to go big shit on my warrior out there. Okay, so I threw my overgrowth, and now I threw my ward out. And look how well they're staying up right there, but we need to get it going. I'm going to go ahead and pop Tranquility here. This is my big cooldown. Once I come out, my warrior's still getting pumped. Going to throw a couple rejuves. Oh, can I keep my guy up here? I don't think so. Back to the warrior, though. Going to throw an Iron Bark out. Back another Cenarian ward. Regrowth, get those rejuves back up. I don't know if I can do it. Get a Cyclone out, maybe? Don't let him get that. Bear form. Cleanse that for my boy. Alright, we're out. Druids stick together, what'd I tell you? See that? There we go. That's some play you can make as a druid. Now watch. Here we go. Let's see if we get some support from the team in time. There we go. Now see, that was my Ursol's Vortex. Okay, so I went bear form. I used my overgrowth, right? And basically I can just keep putting this stuff on myself. Ah, that was good by them. That was bad by me. There we go. Oh, the little mines. Let's see if this was good. I'm trying to get some footage here, but we just keep getting absolutely fucking cracked every game. So maybe this one. Maybe I've got the DH this time. Sweet DH, let's go. Go ahead and hop in that stealth mode. Get the healing out. Get my man up right there. Gonna go ahead and throw that scenario ward on him. Toss out some extra heals. Cleanse them. Get everything out here. Make sure we're staying in the circle so we are converting the cart to our team. Now, things are getting kind of hot. I like to go ahead. If I'm getting a lot of stuff, I go ahead and pop that big trank. Just pop it early. It's okay. Just stay alive. Their DH is dead. We're good. We dominate. Okay, now our team is off. Yeah, see, this is the thing. I'm trying to get some good footage for you guys, but like either we're being completely dominated or we are dominating, and it's kind of basically based on which team has the most geared DHs and locks. Cleanse that if I could get to him. Where's he at? Where's this? Oh, he's up there. Nice. He went super deep. You gotta do it. You gotta do it sometimes. Random my ass. Like the fucking fifth Gilneas in a row. This is gonna be the one where I finally get to actually play the class and we don't just get completely rolled or completely roll the other team. There's gonna be some back and forth. There's gonna be some ability usage. Nice good team fight here. We're good. Okay. Let's go ahead. Ooh, I went ahead and popped that trank because you saw that was coming to me. You saw the, ooh, whoa. Oh, my. That was a really nice job by that monk knocking me out of that trank. We got problems right here in River City, if you know what I mean. We got 3 capped. No! Brace with the tranquility. I got you, team. Look at that. Took some damage there. Oh, God. Make sure you, if you're going to cleanse a UA, make sure you hot yourself up. Because you're going to take that initial hit of health. Brutal. Woo! But you can do a lot of healing. You can see that. But they can do a lot of damage too, so yeah. Okay, don't forget to come over here to Dalaran if you're coming back, okay? And you're not an engineer, but you'd like to have some gliders, you can get them right here. Lieutenant Dorgan. 3 marks of honor equals 5 gliders. So you can also buy potions, a feast, whatever you want. Dude, what the fuck? Gilneas again? Oh my god. One of the things I haven't mentioned yet that I should is this PvP talent here, Keeper of the Grove. Basically makes your tranquility like a paladin bubble. I think monks can still ring you out of it, so if you're fighting a monk, make sure their ring's on cooldown before you use it. Or be prepared to eat that ring. Alright, this is the one. I can feel it. This is the one where we win at the waterworks. Okay, here we go. That warrior's going big on my... Now see, look, this is what's great. They're big like that. You can just put them on ice, right? And then watch. When he comes out of that, he's going to be a lot easier to manage. And then I like to throw them little roots too. They like that. Okay. When it gets to be a lot and there's damage everywhere, just heal them up. Pump that trank, pump those cooldowns. Told you. It's a lot of fun. Look at that. Just shifting in and out. It's no big deal. If you're getting attacked, go into bear form. If you need to get around, travel form. If you need stealth-like abilities, need to go a little splinter cell. That's what camp form's for. And you just work it from there. Now watch. This warrior's going to jump here, right? Now he's pretty geared, so we're going to go ahead and get our stuff up. But look, once he lands, one of the best things we can do. Now watch. He'll come in, right? He'll come in hot on our guys. That's fine. What we want to stop is this guy right here. So we'll put him in a clone. They're all on me. Woo! That's how strong bear form can be if you get all that off. Oh, that's where you got to be careful going in. See? That's where you got to be careful going in. Better to play back and play safe than go in and die like that. But I'm still learning. Get those cyclones out. That's going to help get the damage a little bit better under control if you can. Remember, don't be out in plain sight. We're fine. Just keep refreshing those hots. If you need the utility from the ward or the right here, we'll throw out a bark skin. Get that guy up. Maybe it's too much, but it's okay. Just use them. Get to using those cooldowns as often as you can when you first start out. Just use them if they're up because you want to get used to having them. So when you first start out with the class, be very excessive with your cooldown usage. You'll learn how to do it better as time goes on. Excellent. Well played. All right. That resto play for you. That's what I do. And I hope you enjoyed it. I tried to put together some clips to kind of give you an idea how fun it can be, but the damage is so bursty out. It's really hard to get a good idea. Some of these fights don't last long, so I hope you got to see some of the options and some of the play. I'll also put out a solo queue video to show you what it looks like in like an arena setting from a bad player's perspective. But anyway, thanks for watching. Oklahoma out.